fiend, think you saved the head still spinning. She love free fast, so nice, I'm grinning. The bitch so fine, oh my ridiculous. Lean for the paper chase. Music scene is my saving grace. Still spinning. I lost my mind, I'm fine, I'm living. You trust my bro, spill wine, you're tripping.
Yes, guys, we're back. We're back for another live stream. Back for another video. Where's the mic? There we go. I'm a fucking mess right now. Big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. Ornstein's already dropped a tweet. Brilliant timing. Give me a sec to pull that up. While you guys are doing it, reload the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Plenty to get into, as always. We got the Delict situation. Rafinha is done in the mud and all of that. He's gone. He's going to Barcelona, and couldn't really give shit about that personally. But there's plenty to get into. Lewandowski, Gnabry, who else? Koulibaly, Delict, Rafael Leao. So much. And apparently United are playing Liverpool as well. I didn't even fucking know they were playing. But yeah, keep me updated on the scores as well, people. Big up. Right. So Ornstein. Well, while we're getting into this, like we always say, keep running up the likes. We'll be here doing the solo stream for until about 3 p.m. I'm going to throw the link to everyone else afterwards. Here we go. All right. I guess we're going to be starting on the Koulibaly news then. 1 second. Let me get the tweet up for everybody. Also, again, don't forget, we are doing the giveaway for the 22-23 Chelsea home shirt. Any super chat, any amount gets you in the lottery. Any super chat over £5 gets you 2 tickets. And anything over £10 gets you 4 tickets. Right, this is the Ornstein tweet. Chelsea are close to agreements on fee and personal terms to sign Koulibaly. Not done, and Napoli are often tricky, but talks are moving towards a €40 million deal plus a long-term contract for the 31-year-old. The likes of Kimpembe, Koundé, and Ake remain in the mix, just like we expect as well, because we're not going to be making one centre-back signing. We're going to be making at least 2. And Tuchel said he wants 3 signings before we even consider letting Azpilicueta go to Barcelona. But it looks like we're progressing on this deal very quickly, and there doesn't seem to be a bunch of other clubs in the way of this. I do know Barcelona have their links with Koulibaly, just like they have their links with fucking everybody. But seriously, they should not have this amount of money. So they must be losing some sort of deal. There is no way that they're getting Dembele in, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Koundé, Azpilicueta, Koulibaly, Christensen, and Alonso in the shape of one window. There's going to be a few that they lose out on. And Koulibaly could be one. Another one could potentially be Lewandowski, but we're going to get into that in a few minutes. But Koulibaly coming in, great move for us. Experienced centre-back. One of, if not the best in Serie A, not just of now, but of the last 5 to 7 years as well. And the age isn't that deep. Like, if we're not really going to be that stupid that we're going to moan about Koulibaly being 31 when we literally have a 38-year-old that's the best centre-back in London, probably the Premier League, let alone Chelsea. So, Koulibaly, get him in the door immediately, like, as soon as possible before another club comes in with interest and holds it up for another month or so. Get him in immediately, but it looks like things are progressing quickly. So, it looks like it will be Koulibaly and it will be Nathan Ake that are 2 choices. Tuchel rates them both higher than Koundé, which is fucking mad because I already said I rate Koundé based on his versatility and his age as well. I think he'd integrate himself well into the squad. Plus, he's been twerking for us for a year, so I'm really surprised we're not moving for him. But we did miss the July 5th deadline, so we probably have to pay his full release clause, whereas Koulibaly would be a cheaper deal than him. He'd be a cheaper deal than Delict as well. So I totally understand it. I would rather we spend 30 million on a Koulibaly than spend 80 million on Delict, or potentially even more. Now we're being dragged into a transfer bidding war with Bayern Munich over this deal, and it looks like he's preferring Bayern Munich anyway. So I'm happy to cut our losses on the Delict front. It's fine. It looks like we have better replacements coming in. And if anything, losing out on the Delict deal might help us in other deals. Like if we turn to the Lewandowski situation, and also, guys, let me know your thoughts. I will go through the comment section as well. But on the Lewandowski situation, and Gnabry as well, in all honesty, they need to sell at least one of them, in my opinion, in order to raise the funds to get De Ligt, because Juventus are asking a lot for Matthias De Ligt, and I don't really blame him either. Like, he's meant to be their centre back for the next 10 years. So I don't really think there's too much of an issue with them trying to get as much as possible for him, but we can play it to our advantage. Like, fucking Leeds have had this bidding war between us and Barcelona, and they've kind of fell on the wrong side of it because they've accepted less money from Barcelona just to finish the deal. But this could play into our hands. We could potentially go for Lewandowski and help fund the move for De Ligt. We go get Koulibaly, we get Nathan Ake. We're happy, Bayern Munich's happy, Lewandowski's happy. No one really loses out in that deal, except maybe Barcelona, but they could hold that. Fuck Barcelona. But let's go into the Lewandowski situation. Actually, before that, let me go through a few of your comments on Koulibaly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Jerseys FC down in the description below as well. Don't forget to check out the Concrete Jungle Freestyle. Use the code CarefreeLewisG for 20% off everything. And yeah, Josh saying could have been MVP of Serie A last year. I don't even really recall who was. I think Bremer was meant to be the best defender of Serie A last season, but Koulibaly's consistently been up there for the last 5 years as a minimum. And he has been up there as the very best for a good period of that. Mohammed Sharik says Gnabry doesn't want to come to Chelsea, so why not Rafael Leao? We might have to break the bank for him, but I feel he is worth it. Rafael Leao has a 2-year contract with a 150 million release clause. So I think it'd be very unlikely that we go for him because AC Milan just don't have to sell right now. They could much rather sell next year because they're also coming off being Serie A champions and they need to maintain that. I think it's very unlikely we get Rafael Leao in this window. Taha, like, that one was funny. People were acting like I said, fuck England or something like that. I'm just celebrating Jorginho winning the Euros. The same way if England won it, I would have been celebrating Mountain James winning the Euros. It's just people being pressed because England flopped in another final. Hold that. I ain't patriotic. I couldn't give a shit if England win. I couldn't give a shit if England lose. I do not care. As long as Chelsea players stay fit, stay healthy, and they aren't out after the international break, I couldn't care less. And people can miss me with all of this patriotism bollocks. Like when the international break isn't around, everyone isn't begging for international football to be over and for Chelsea to be back and club football to be back. Nobody cares about the international break. So don't sit here and ask me to care about international football. I only care when it's a summer tournament because I can at least fill my summer up with some football. Other than that, I couldn't give a shit. Cry more if you have an issue with it. I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. But big up yourself, Taha, as always. Yeah, Ake and Koulibaly could potentially be less than De Ligt. You could be looking at 30 million euros for Koulibaly. Anticipate that it could go higher as well, knowing what Napoli are like. Nathan Ake will be about 40 million. You're looking at about 70, 80 million. That's about the same price as what you would be getting for De Ligt. And I think that's better business for us overall. You've got 2 centre-backs who could potentially play at the top level for another 5-6 years. And that's only Koulibaly. Ake, you'll get a solid 10 out of him immediately. If we get Ake and Koulibaly, it's a B- window. If we add Koundé, that goes to an A. All depends on what we do in midfield and attack as well. Tuchel said he needs 3 defenders coming in, and one of them is going to be a wing-back too, because we need wing-back depth, especially with Azpilicueta coming out the window, because that's our only right-wing. That's our only right-wing back depth that we have. Let's see what everyone's saying. More Koulibaly news. If this is the Ornstein stuff, we've already seen it. But yeah, let me know if you guys see anything else. Koundé was Marina's #1 target. It wasn't Thomas Tuchel's. I think Tuchel liked him, but like he wasn't absolutely keen on him. And I'm not really sure for the reasons why, because I think he's a quality centre-back, but he clearly has his eyes on other targets. Because if it wasn't the case, Koulibaly would be here by now. He clearly, not Koulibaly, Koundé. Koundé would be here by now if that was the case. Yeah, it's only England fans that got rattled by him. By the way, hold that. Like, you lot lost the tournament at home. Cry more. I don't give a shit. I couldn't care less. If England won the Euros, I'm going out and I'm partying. If England lose the Euros, I'm just going home. Regardless, I'm sparking my Zubi and I'm having a good night. I couldn't give a shit whether we win or lose. Yeah, listen to Chelsea Fan TV. Run up the fucking super chats if you guys want to win a new home kit. Yeah, that's why I was in for Koundé. I thought it would be a great move for us. Really would. Right, let's do this Lewandowski stuff quickly because I only got 15 minutes left. Right, Ben Jacobs said Robert Lewandowski will consider Chelsea only if his Barcelona move falls through. Barca remain confident of finally striking a deal with Bayern, who want close to 45 million paid up front. Lewandowski has said he will wait for Barca. Negotiations have stalled, but movement is expected this week. Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern regardless, but Chelsea are wary of a Rafinha repeat where they have an offer accepted and it simply prompts Barca to move. They have been told, though, the move is of appeal. If Lewandowski becomes a genuine option, which should be apparent after Barca's latest offer, Tuchel is very much in favour of pursuing him, much more so than Ronaldo. PSG also monitoring the Lewandowski situation, but this early in the window, he's going to give Barcelona time. Now, keywords in all of this is, where is it? Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern regardless, and this isn't a Rafinha situation where he's sitting here just milking Barcelona. Barcelona's his first choice, but he will assess other options. And I do think that there is an understanding as well that like Barcelona look very unlikely to pay, especially in the way that Bayern Munich want them to do it. We already said in like previous streams that Bayern Munich want all of the 45 million for Lewandowski paid upfront and immediately because they don't even trust that Barcelona will be in business. That's not going to be the case with Chelsea. So if we go in, we can pay an installment plan. We could even pay a favourable installment plan. And like we said as well, the De Ligt situation, they help us with either Gnabry or with Lewandowski. And then we help them with the De Ligt situation. We both walk away happy. We get our striker, we get our goal scorer, they get their defender, and just as long as we stay away from Upamecano, I am happy. Tuchel also very much in favour of pursuing him. He's keen on signing him as well. Obviously, would have seen him in the Bundesliga, and he's one of the best strikers in the world. I think the age factor that we spoke about in yesterday's stream was just more in the case of signing another 38-year-old. Lewandowski at 34, you could still get a good 2-3 years out of him at the top level. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section as well. There is over 200 of you guys in here, and we haven't got 100 likes. So guys, let's try and run up the likes as soon as possible. I want to see 200 likes before we get the panel on. So let's try and get that done within the next 15 minutes. Goyam says, have you heard about the new Korean talent we're scouting? We are fucked. That's really that unconfident about the window. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, we still haven't even got Raheem Sterling like confirmed and everything, and it was meant to be done days ago. So I don't blame you. We were told 6 signings, and we've only got 1 in. But let's be patient. If we get Koulibaly in, if Ake comes in as well, and we get Lewandowski, I think we've done really well in the window. Deals as well says we can add Timo Werner into the deal. I mean, he'd ball out in the Bundesliga. And honestly, Bayern Munich can decide how much Timo Werner takes off the Lewandowski fee personally. If it's 20 million, cool. If it's 5 million, cool. If it's like £1, cool. I don't care. Just take him. Just take him immediately. But that's a good shot. I put Timo Werner into the deal too. Man says add Kante to the deal. I don't think Kante would be involved in that. But Lewandowski is leaving. And I do think it's unlikely that Barcelona get everything in for him unless Leeds really shag themselves in the Rafinha deal. And it's really a case where they're getting their first installment next year. And if they do that, Leeds United, you lot are fucking pussies. 100%. If you lot have allowed yourself to get fucked over like that in a deal. Luke, from what I heard, Sterling's going to be announced tomorrow. From what I heard. Again, I'm not in the know or anything like that. I just hear things. But I've heard it's tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow is going to be the announcement. I think the medical took about 2 days. And I think all the advertising and everything's taken a bit of a while because like the whole team's in the US and everything. But Sterling is going to be announced. So at least we can rest easy and know no one's going to take that deal away from us. But yeah, on Lewandowski, like we already said, burnt his bridges with Bayern Munich. Wants his way out of Chelsea. Wants his way out. And I think Chelsea's going to be the most realistic option for him. So we have to play that one by ear. But the fact that Tuchel wants him is very, very positive in my opinion. Because as long as Tuchel wants him, we will be pushing for this sort of player. And I think it improves our attack perfectly. If we don't get Rafinha and we have to put like Havertz in the 10 or something, I'm happy. 100% happy. Man said the first Kante stanza popped up in the chat. Me and Lee Gunner have something in common. We both think Kante is finished. Lee Gunner's got great ball knowledge. It's just Gooners hate him because he speaks facts. Might have to get him on the stream or something. Like, probably just be both of us cussing out our teams simultaneously. I can't lie. It actually would be a sick stream. I need to get Lee Gunner on sooner or later. Don't be surprised if Lewandowski goes to Barca or PSG before Chelsea. We don't have the minerals anymore, people. I'd be surprised if he goes to PSG because I think there'd be more links with him if that was the case. I haven't really heard much except PSG and Chelsea are linked. Barcelona, we already know is his first choice, but I just don't really think they can afford it. There's got to be a point where like the well dries up for Barcelona. They can't just have influxes of cash that they can just spend however they want. It doesn't make sense. Serge Gnabry as well, because we haven't spoken about that. He was a new attacker that got linked since the Rafinha deal fell through. Apparently, a move to Chelsea is no topic for Serge Gnabry due to his time at Arsenal. But until I hear that from like a proper source or anything, I think it's just a load of waffle. And I've heard Chelsea are undeterred by those rumours anyway. Like, let's be real. If Serge Gnabry ain't going to come join Chelsea because he's milking some link to Arsenal when he barely played for him, he's a bitch. It's as simple as that. He's a little bitch. Like, come on. Have some fucking standards for yourself. It's not like Giroud. It's not like Fabregas, Ashley Cole, and Anelka all went from Arsenal to Chelsea. Maybe not directly, but they both found their way to Chelsea from Arsenal. And they were both way more successful as a result of it. But you're going to sit here and you're going to have this weird loyalty to a team that you had 10 Premier League appearances for in 3 years. And then they loaned you out to West Brom and you flopped there. And then they sent you on loan to a few other Bundesliga clubs before you found your way to Bayern Munich. Like, what's the loyalty to Arsenal for? You didn't achieve anything there. You barely played there. Arsenal fans milk what you do in the Bundesliga only because you had a few good games against Chelsea and Tottenham, which, fair play, absolutely bossed against us. Like, player of the match again when they beat us 3-0 at the Bridge back in 2020. But let's not. Why is there this weird loyalty to Arsenal? I think either that's waffle or Gnabry. Your loyalties are all over the place. You should be showing that loyalty to Bayern Munich, not to Arsenal. Arsenal discarded you like you were trash. So I don't understand that personally. I think it's a load of waffle from journalists just trying to make a story because it just doesn't make any sense. Why would Gnabry have this weird loyalty to them? I have seen a few tweets where like he's talking about his support for Arsenal, and fair enough. They are an ex-club like that, but he didn't do anything noteworthy there to be a legend. And yeah, go AM. If Arsenal beat us to Gnabry, that doesn't say anything about us. That says a lot about Gnabry. Why are you downgrading to Arsenal for? Like, okay, maybe we're not at the fucking heights of a Bayern Munich, but we're not beneath Arsenal. If you're going to keep your loyalty to Arsenal, you can enjoy being trophyless, stat padding a few FA Cups and enjoying the Europa League. With or without Serge Gnabry, they're not making top 4. They need more than that. They need midfield depth. They need better defenders. They probably need a better goalkeeper. Serge Gnabry improves their attack, but their attack was all right anyway. And to be honest, they don't need to improve on the right. They already have fucking Bukayo Saka. So it just doesn't really make that sense to me. It doesn't improve a key area in their squad, like up front, for example. They're not going to play Serge Gnabry up front right now. So I don't really know how it improves them. I think it's just Serge Gnabry just trying to dick ride Arsenal, and it's just weak, to be honest. There's no point. We should still go for Gnabry anyway and test him out. But like, if he's really going to do this fucking Arsenal dick-sucking thing, then just leave him at Bayern Munich and you can keep stat-padding Bundesligas. I'm not here for that sort of waffle mentality. That's all long. Again, we also heard Rafael Leao as another option, but I've 150 million release clause, 2 years left on his contract, also thrives in a counter-attacking system. I don't think it's the sort of deal that we should be going for. Move for Serge Gnabry or move for Lewandowski, because Bayern Munich would be willing to sell to one of us. They would be willing to get Lewandowski off the books, and it helps them raise funds in the De Ligt deal. Plus, if we end up going for Koulibaly, we'll probably push ourselves away from the De Ligt situation either. So Bayern, help a friend so a friend can help you out. That's the way I see the situation. But let me know you guys' thoughts as well before I send the link out to everybody else. And need to get Instagram ready up too. There we go. All right, cool. Let's see what you guys are saying. We're not taking L's just yet. The only L we've really taken is Rafinha. And that's just Rafinha being long. And he can go fuck himself for that one. Leao or Gnabry? I prefer Gnabry, to be honest. Although both of them thrive in space. So I'm not too sure what the adjustment would be. Serge Gnabry would need some time to adjust to the Premier League. Same thing with Rafael Leao. To be fair, Leao's younger as well. So there's a bit more potential with him. I'm not too sure. Melina, the giveaway isn't for the UK. It's for worldwide. I sent the first giveaway to someone in the US. I sent the second giveaway to someone in Australia. So the giveaway goes out wherever. I'm seeing that Barca... Bro, I heard Barca were going for Lewandowski in general. Like, we've heard that for ages, and nothing's really changed in that regard. So, like, all that depends is, are they going to put a deal in, yes or no? And if they take too long, then we can swoop in. Like, I understand Chelsea being patient in this regard because they don't want to trigger Barcelona making a response. I think this is something that we can be patient with because he's burnt his bridges at Bayern Munich, and sooner or later they're going to be panicking and they're going to be looking for options to sell him to. And then that's where we go into the situation. At least that's the way I view it. What else are we hear? As much as I want Lewandowski, I'm not here for the chase. Tired of buying drinks for girls all night to watch her go home with Barcelona. That's why we don't make the first move. Don't make the first move. Or at least wait it out. Because they'll start panicking after a while. Not even Bayern Munich, more Lewandowski. And then the longer time takes, the more he'll warm to a Chelsea move. And then we go in for the bid. I don't think we should do anything immediately. Like I already said, that's only going to trigger a response from Barcelona. And then he's going to get the love eyes. And then he's going to be like, I only want Barcelona. He's going to start shaking his ass again. And that's long. Let's be patient on it. That's the way I view it. Dybala would have been nice, but I don't really know where we fit him. He's like Havertz, where he's like one of those in the middle of a false 9 and a 10. And we already have players like that. He'd be good, but... Again, I'd say it depends on the wages. First and foremost, has to depend on the wages. Yeah, I did see this as well. Links with, I think, Slonina, or however you pronounce his name, is meant to be the next signing for us. He's only going to be here for depth. Like, let's be real about it. I don't know jack shit about him. I don't watch MLS like that. If he comes in, good. Be nice to see what he's like in a few cup games, but I'm not really too asked. I already say with your substitute goalkeepers, what you see is what you get with them. If they were any quality or had any sort of all-round consistency, they wouldn't be a number 2 goalkeeper. They'd be playing as a number 1 somewhere. So if he comes in as our number 2, is what it is. The only reason why we had energy for Kepa is because Kepa came in as our number 1. He came in as the highest paid goalkeeper. I mean, as the most expensive goalkeeper in football history. And he flopped. Anybody else like, what's his name? Ross Turnbull, Caballero, Asmir Begovic, Bettinelli. I don't really care. Like, if they have flaws in their games, I don't really care. They're sub-goalkeepers. They barely play. It is what it is. So, if he comes in, good. Apparently, he's only 18 years old. Nice. Be good to see how he develops. But I ain't got a clue about this guy. I don't know shit. Okay. Josh, that's a bad comment. Arpan says, should we go for Sane? I think he'd be good. He'd be good quality for us at wing back and in the left forward positions. Plus, he'd offer a different dynamic with his left foot too. I haven't really heard he's for sale to the same extent with Gnabry or with Lewandowski, though. So, I don't know if it would be that likely. But we'll see. I'm going to send the link to everyone else now. One sec. Let's get everybody else in. Where's the group chat? I'm fucking there it is. Alright, cool. Right, so hit there. We'll send the link to Moya. I'll send you the link as well. Alex, I'll send you the link. Can't forget you. And then do a scope and deals, and we're good. Cool. Perfect. Oh, look who's in first. Yes, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Yeah, it's great news, though. Get new defenders in as well. I think we might need an extra defender as well. Maybe 2 or 3, just for some squad depth. But all in all, I think it's good. I think they
two centre backs are coming in anyway. Oh shit, you got the new home kit. Big up.
Bruv, you know what this is, yeah? Like I don't mind the colour thing, but I want to see the white one for the away.
Yeah, the home kit's completely warmed up to me now. I'm all for it. I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even the collar just adds to it. But yeah, what's you guys' thoughts on this whole Koulibaly situation? I think we're all in agreement here, but I would much rather go for Koulibaly than go for De Ligt, especially with how long this situation looks like it's going to get drawn out for. This looks like it's something that could go on until the end of the month. And the Premier League season's about to start. One of my biggest complaints to the Lukaku situation was that we brought him in after our preseason was done and 2 days before the start of the season. We need players coming in quickly. So to me, if we can get Koulibaly across the door and fast, get him in, and it'd be a much better deal for us.
Yeah, man, it's a top signing. He's like literally one of the best center backs in the world. Incredible.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even hear a lot of people talking down on it. I think everyone's in agreement. Like, this is a great deal for us. Good price tag. My only reservation is Napoli are hard to deal with, and I could expect this to potentially go for a bit longer if they try and raise their valuation of him at the last minute, which is what they've done before.
But they weren't that tough to deal with when we got Jorginho. I think people have this Koulibaly saga in their head from a few years ago where it was a bit...
No, but that's the one. Jorginho was kind of easy to negotiate with.
Right.
Koulibaly wasn't. Koulibaly was notoriously hard to deal with.
Well, he was in his mid-20s at the time. So, obviously Napoli are going to ask for...
So was Jorginho, though. Like, to a lot of Napoli fans, Jorginho was their second best player at the time.
Yeah, but it's in the same breath. Like, I think because Jorginho wanted to leave, Napoli did the deal, and in the same breath, it sounds like Koulibaly is ready to leave, so Napoli might do the deal. He's only got a year left on his contract. He hasn't accepted their contract extension offer. I think if he's willing to go, then a deal could be done, hopefully fairly quick.
Actually, yeah, Duoscope's correct as well. I do think Jorginho also came in with the Sarri deal as well. Because if it wasn't for that, Jorginho was going to Man City.
Well, I'm talking more about like the actual deal, getting the deal done. I don't really care why he came in. It didn't take long. We didn't have like a big haggling back and forth over it. It was like, here's your $50 million.
It's smart business though. It's smart business though that we're going for. Yeah. It's smart business that we're going for Koulibaly, because if we're spending big money on De Ligt for one player, it doesn't make sense.
Why?
Huh?
Depends on the player, really. But we can get the same sort of quality for cheaper and with the same amount of longevity.
Cheaper price.
Spending big money on one player doesn't make sense. Why?
Yeah, but if you look at De Ligt, is he worth that price? That's my question.
It depends. No, but what about another player? If we spend big money on another player,
kind of, because like, you could have a defender for the next 15 years with with a De Ligt signing. So I get it, but it's like, we can also get longevity for cheaper elsewhere. I understand Juventus' stance, and also because now there's a bidding war between us and Bayern Munich. I get that they can raise it to that sort of price tag, and we would both bid ourselves into that sort of situation if we didn't have any other options. But now we do, they can hold that. That's all for Bayern Munich. K the Humble Guy says we should put in an official bid for Lewandowski if it means sending Barca into liquidation. I'm here for it. One set deals. I'm here for it. Big up to the panel. Koulibaly is a steal. I get what you're saying in terms of fuck Barcelona. I want to see him get liquidated, but we need to focus on our own signings as well to an extent. And I'm already saying, don't bid for Lewandowski immediately, because we're going to set Barcelona off, and then they're going to start to get involved in this situation. To me, wait it out, because then Lewandowski will start panicking. He's the one that's burnt his bridge at Bayern Munich. He's the one that has to get out there, or he's going to face the music from the Bayern Munich fans. So let's wait him out. We'll end up pulling him out of this situation anyway, and then he'll start warming up to Chelsea. He'll start being less of a pussy about the Premier League, and then we'll be in a much better place for it. There was another super chat as well. Nick, big up you guys as well. I put you in the lottery for the Chelsea home kit. Nick says, if we get Koulibaly, do you think we'll go in for Koundé if looking for 3 centre-backs? No. Because Nathan Ake already looks like he's basically guaranteed to be coming in as a second option. So it's going to be Koulibaly, Nathan Ake, and then probably a wing-back. Maybe like Jonathan Klaus or something like that. But that's the way I see it going for us. Oh, don't everyone talk at once. Fucking hell, everyone's so quiet today.
Through it now, like,
I thought Deals and Fatel were going to talk.
I thought
Fata was going to talk?
No, I thought Deals was trying to get Fatah's attention when you were talking before.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Go ahead. If you want, I just think we just need one more defender, at least like 3 centre-backs we can provide, though. We might get 2, like Lewis has said, but I think
I definitely think we bring in 2 more centre-backs on top of, or it'll be 3 total, Ake, Koulibaly, and one of them.
Plus Aspie's leaving as well.
Only once the centre-backs come in. Around 180k a week for Koulibaly, I'm seeing. That's decent wages for him. Yeah. Why wasn't Bowley here last year? We would have kept Rudiger and AC. I can't be asked. Fucking bullshit. Oh, apparently Fabrizio's tweets about Gnabry. All right, let's have a look.
What's he saying?
Yeah, I was going to also add, do you think that if Barcelona get Rafinha, that out of any race, of anything?
Right. Wait, say that again?
If Barcelona end up getting Rafinha, if that happens, they're out of any race for anyone else.
I don't know how they'd have money to go in for anybody else.
I don't know, but I heard this new Liga rule.
They're asking for 7 million, and it's not even a lot.
That's not a lot. I mean, anyone big. I mean, it's these small signings.
Why did they give Dembele a pay cut? This is what I don't understand.
Because
everyone's
Dembele
taking a pay
no
cut in that
options.
team. They asked everyone to take a pay cut in that team.
And they all agreed to it because they're all sheep.
Do you really think that Lewandowski's going to take a pay cut?
No, you can't. Well, that's what doesn't even make sense.
He's going to do whatever he can to get out of Bayern Munich. Be it Barcelona, be it Chelsea, or PSG.
What wages is he on at Bayern?
Let me have a look. I'll have a look at his wages. They're probably going to be good wages.
Hey, imagine taking a wage cut and then then Barca signing these players on bigger wages, because no one's coming in on a wage cut. Anyone that comes in is going to be on a decent wage. So
I think he at 325k a week, bruv. Oh my gosh, that is all mad.
I'm surprised. I thought he was on 400k.
They're still waiting to see if they can even register Rafinha. Like, if you read Fabrizio's
if they get more loans, then whatever. Maybe that's how they do it. Okay, the Fabrizio tweet.
Barcelona, man.
Chelsea have started to explore the situation of Serge Gnabry. Rafinha is heading to Barcelona. Chelsea wanted to understand how the state and negotiation between Gnabry and Bayern are over a new contract. I think they've offered him a contract close to 300k a week as well, so we do need to take that into account.
He said no, apparently.
I don't know where I read that, but Fabrizio hasn't said anything about him refusing Chelsea because he's ex-Arsenal or anything like that, so take that into account as well, because he definitely would have said something like that if that was the case. If any old journalist or whoever the fuck it was that came up with that news, who was it? Pletigol, or whoever that is.
Who?
If he could come up with that, Fabrizio Romano would know if that was the case. So I think all that talk of him refusing Chelsea because of his Arsenal roots is a load of waffle. And he played 10 fucking league games for Arsenal. Like, where's the loyalty? Like, what did you do there? He ain't going to be loyal anyway. Okay, I'm hearing 220k a week. I'm hearing 300k a week as well. We'd have to pay something along that amount. The only thing that's confusing is, like, what profiles are we looking for? Are we just looking for anybody? Because we've gone from Rafinha, who is a creative wide winger, and now we're going to a more of a goal-scoring winger with Serge Gnabry. Like, it's confusing. I feel like we're just going for names at this point. And I don't mind, because I've already said our attack's shit. I don't care. Whoever we get in is going to improve the attack. But I don't feel like we're looking for profiles. I feel like we're just looking for names.
I think we've just been linked with names. It's a merry-go-round.
Some are definitely just
now we're back to Lewandowski.
Ronaldo will come in the news tomorrow. Like, it's just all over the place.
Yeah. Maybe we should pick it out every morning.
I don't want to be hearing Ronaldo news ever again.
I reckon they're
going to... Oh, no, Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo's done. That's not happening. We've accepted
they got a name, you know, in a pot. Every morning the media come and pick it out and they say, oh, this is a person linked today. Let's report about him. I'm telling you Ronaldo's going to come back.
I heard that Tuchel wants an unpredictable winger. Unpredictable. That's what I heard.
Hey, Teos, you okay? So you heard it, yeah? It's unpredictable.
I saw that on Absolute Chelsea.
Like the news is a bit unpredictable. I heard a transfer is a bit unpredictable at the moment.
We do have to be aware of all these buzzwords and everything like that. But let me try and find like the actual quotes.
How about we just stick to maybe we get a defender?
There's a lot on Absolute Chelsea to go through. Fucking hell, it's been a busy 24 hours. Yes, from Jacob Steinberg. Thomas Tuchel wants Chelsea to sign an unpredictable, clinical, wide player this summer and create a more flexible attack. AKA, we want to sign somebody clinical, which is just shock and horror and all of that.
I hope that person's finishing isn't unpredictable. Clinical and unpredictable would be an interesting one.
I mean, we have a bunch of players who finishing. That just sounds like all of our attackers. Unpredictable finishers.
Yeah, I know. They're just
control musicians.
A coach.
Good.
Coach your mic's on.
Sure.
Couch.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Matt's the one that did. Big up yourself, Matt.
Let me quickly look that up for you. 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
But shit, do we if Alonso left, I think we also need to get a left wing back as well.
We need to get a wing back whether Alonso stays or goes.
David Vroom.
But I was called.
I'm calling for it. David Vroom. David Vroom.
It's probably Rebecca.
Yeah, Ram's one that's up there.
Yeah, she would be the one.
We were linked with Nouri as well.
But I was calling because I think somebody that maybe a student, Mariel Perez.
Couch Craig, you know you're live, right?
He performed a show, maybe.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Is he on a phone call the whole time?
Yeah. Did you think he was talking to someone?
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Because you said big up, man. Big up when he said he was looking up something, but it was for someone else.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Right. Yeah, we'll let him know when he comes back. Fucking hell, man.
Have you realised something, Lewis?
Go on.
Sangare news has gone cold.
It was never hot.
Yeah, that was just a link. That was just a link.
Never hot.
I don't think we ever actually put a bid in or anything like that. It was just another name that we got linked with as a potential DM option.
Yeah, they just didn't pick out of the hat yet.
Right, is he still having this phone call? Nah, not yet. I will leave it to him. Right, okay, cool. Alex, what are you saying, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
We're signing Koulibaly.
Yeah, 30 million deal, 180k a week. I think it's great news for us.
I told you he's my number one target for for the center back.
Man, he's a great move for us to make.
I didn't want to delinquent anyway, so. All that
Yeah, it works to our benefit. And like we're also
By the
saying,
way,
with like, go on.
I still don't think Bayern Munich signs him either.
You think he ends up staying there?
Nobody's paying those release clause.
Now,
look, if it was a regional plan for going for him and keep Ake, now it makes sense, is it?
I mean, both of them would have taken us to about over 100 million spent on defenders. At least now with this one, we can keep it at potentially under 80 million, potentially.
Well, if Ake is 30...
No, Ake will be 40. Ake will be 40.
30 to 35 plus add-ons. But that's like 30 to 35 pounds, not euros. You see what I'm saying? I said, it would...
Yeah, with like fucking add-ons, that would be even better for us. I didn't even think about it like that. I thought it would have just been a base fee.
No, it wasn't. It was always minus 10, 15 million pounds when I see the reports. I always minus 10, 15, just to make the range. Usually,
it's probably a good handicap. Hey, isn't the Leeds contract situation is what has put him on the market? That he doesn't want to sign 2 years left? I thought that was the deal.
So. Let me check. Yeah, De Ligt's got 2 years left on his contract. He wasn't going to re-sign unless his release clause got lowered. And I think Bayern...
Yeah, I think falling out, yeah?
Here's the thing.
They wanted
his
to raise
release at 120, right?
Yes. And he wants it down to 80.
Yeah, 80. Fuck him and his 80.
It's not that, Alex. He wanted it lower, but he doesn't want to be priced out, which he's being priced out. So
that's what I'm saying.
If he stays, he's just going to let his contract run out, and I think that's what put him on the market. About Juve have to give in. That price reported is way too high, right? And I don't think no one wants to pay that. So if Juventus, it's just going to get worse. So unless they're going to eventually let him go or let him go really cheap, they have to let him go for a decent price.
Look. For example, if Bayern not buying him, but he's pushing throughout the summer, and by eventually lower the price even from 80 all the way to, let's say, 60. At the end of the summer, if we can get him for 60, I'll give him a chance in Premier League for 60 euros.
That's what it should be, 60, 70,
well,
not more than that.
I can't. He's got, I think, 3 years left on his deal. I don't think there's any way they'd take half of his release clause. You know, that's why they're. I think that was.
Josh, there is a chance. You know why is a chance? Because what's the name? I keep telling people about what's coming, and you will remember this because it's gonna hit the recession in the fall. Everybody knows it. Football world thinks it's a separate issue from the government. It's not separate issue. People gonna need to invest the money. Maybe that's not gonna happen, but specific clubs. But most of the clubs are gonna be hit by recession too. The longer the wait, the longer it is. I'm telling you, man. You will see it, and the market is gonna lower itself because people gonna need the flash of money coming.
What did Hubi pay for him? Do we know? I don't remember what Juventus paid for him.
100.
Let me have a look.
It was a lot, yeah.
I think 100. I think it was 100, close to 100.
Yeah.
No, I remember even Ronaldo
like,
supposedly told them to.
I mean, with 3 years on his deal, man, I just.
Million.
How much?
It was
£76 million.
Oh wow! Yeah, see, I mean, with 3 years.
Isn't it 2 years left, Josh?
I don't know. He's only been there 2 seasons. I think. I don't think he signed unless he signed if he signed a 4-year deal, I guess. But normally these guys sign 5-year deals.
I thought
he's been over there for 3 years.
3 years.
I think this. How many years?
3.
He signed in July 2019.
Okay, so this will be his third. This will be his third year.
No. 19, 20, 21, 22. If he came in 19, that means that at the end of 19 he started the first season.
So
No,
4.
that's the
1920.
that's the 1920 season though. I don't think
2021.
each year
2021,
isn't.
20. Yeah, his third. This is third year that he
Yeah.
finished.
This will be his third year. So if it was a 5-year deal, he'll have 2 years left after this season.
After the season before.
I think this will be his third of a 5-year deal.
1920, it's a 1 year. 2021 is the second year. 22. Oh.
And this will be this will be the 22-23
No,
season.
1920, 2021, 21, 22. This is third season finished.
Yeah. So 20.
1920, 2021.
He's been there 3 seasons already.
Yes.
He's going into his 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going into his fourth season.
That was the reason he's on the market, Josh, because he's down to 2 years, won't
And
sign
he doesn't want to
a new
resign the
contract, and that all fell out because his release clause, he wanted it lower too, and they wanted to up it, so that whole thing collapsed, and that's the reason he was on the market.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean, he's
doesn't
still,
look like
still
signing a
not
new
worth.
contract.
I don't think he's still not worth anywhere near the asking price right now.
Exactly.
Juventus have no right to ask for that because if they let him go,
Well,
if
they
they,
have a
one more
buyback
season,
clause.
he's
They
going to
have
be.
right.
They have a buyback clause.
Yeah, release clause. Not buyback clause.
Oh yeah. I'm saying, but they might lose him for a lot less. That's the thing. So next season he'll be a lot less, and then he might lose him for free after that.
It really doesn't matter. What do you think? Why is Koundé such a value player compared to?
I think compared to who?
Let's say Ake.
More versatility, in my opinion, because you could say he plays all across the back five. Whereas with Ake, I think he could only play centre and left centre back. I know people say left wing back, but I've never seen him play in that position.
Yeah,
so
he only played
I don't know
good for
why
Manchester City as the left wing back.
No, there
He
is
played left wing back for Man
similarities.
City.
Yeah.
Fucking hard. Okay, I actually need to do
Yeah,
that.
He didn't play wing back for
games that
City.
he
He played left
played
back.
at City.
No, he played left back.
He played left
I think
back.
they used their left backs.
Left
I think,
back, not left
I think,
wing
I think
back.
we
Yeah,
need to look at Aki as more of a Alonso replacement than a Rudiger replacement. I don't think he's being brought in as a direct
yeah, left
starting
back. He
center
played
back
for left
replacement.
back, not the left wing back. Sorry, guys. But
Yeah, and he's
best-
played DM as well. And he's played DM.
Yeah. What's his name?
Okay.
If we go and back to, is Thiago Silva played on the right side before or not? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Tuchel said he could play on the right side.
Yes. So if Thiago Silva and Koulibaly play, then you need the best. I can see us going for 4 at the back with those two.
Yeah,
And if
absolutely.
you need the Chalaba can play instead of Thiago Silva if Thiago Silva is hurt or needs a rest. Or and Ake is a backup, is a center backup is a left back for Tuchel.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely use him there.
I don't know about that.
Zeno,
I don't know about
Ake
that.
isn't a left back. Ake isn't a left back, but his best game at Manchester City was left back, not left center back.
I don't know if you could. The demands on the left wing back position at Chelsea right now are very, very high. Like you have to
That's
be
why
able
we
to be
have
very
Stewart.
good in the final third, very good in transition. I don't know if we've seen that from Ake. Ake is a left-sided center back at best right now.
Mhm.
What
Buying
I'm
him
saying
for
is
that
we have
particular
Tuchel,
Hey,
right?
it'll be like Sa, yeah, where he played that left back that one
Yeah.
game.
But when we played Sar as a left back in a 4.
He's a much
just
better
basically
player than
stayed.
Sarr.
Isn't that what Alex is referring to?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's what Alex is
apologies.
referring
Yeah, no, I thought that you guys are looking at him as a backup to Chilwell, and I still think that we do need one because
No,
Chilwell,
maybe as cover,
who knows?
maybe.
Cover. I'm
knows
saying
what's
cover
gonna happen with
for
Chilwell after the
Koulibaly
injury
and
and
cover
whatnot.
for Tuchel.
Yeah. Alex, the only difference from
And he
Ake,
played
I
the-
say Ake and Koundé very similar. It's just 5, 6 years difference? 5 years difference age-wise. That's about it.
Why? Who's younger?
Koundé?
Who?
Koundé's 21, 22.
Out of Ake and Malay?
Ake's
By the
27,
way, I
think.
can see Mendy
If I got that right.
pulling the trigger on the Koulibaly. Mendy is the negotiation point for Koulibaly.
Kunde is 20. Kunde is
100%.
23.
Not
100%.
Kunde.
Koulibaly.
Mendy is a negotiation partner in all that. I bet you money.
Ake is 4 years
that and
older.
On the Koulibaly.
Napoli links and everything.
Yeah.
Both played together at the same time. Let me go through a few of the super chats. Artem is saying Serge Gnabry not being creative is a weird narrative. He's the top 3 in big chances created in 2 of the last 3 seasons in the Bundesliga and is a clinical finisher. I didn't even know that about the top 3 in big chances created, but again, warms me to the deal a lot as well. I'm happy with either of Serge Gnabry or Lewandowski. And I also said either one of them potentially helps Bayern Munich in the De Ligt deal as well. T1 also
I'll
says...
take Lewandowski over.
Oh, yeah, for me,
Wait,
goal
Lewis.
scorer first and foremost, but I'm happy
Wait,
with
hold
either.
on. Lewis, go back to that other comment. Sorry, go back to the other comment.
The last one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back and find out what to save it. There we go. Yeah.
The Gnabry, so people are not gonna say Bundesliga tax then.
No, there is going to be.
That's all I've been. No, but that's all I've been doing.
He's got a tax exemption.
But I've said Lewandowski is the only main exemption to me.
No. I'm talking about Gnabry.
Leo's got
I mean, in terms of goal scoring, I get it. I did say him and Leao both seem to operate better in space, so like I'm not sure what the transition would be. And also kind of anticipate it when they first join us, but like still for Lewandowski.
I'm just asking for consistency because people have been saying Bundesliga tax, but yet they're going to take Gnabry, who is top 3 for chances created in the Bundesliga. I'm just asking for consistency. Is all I'm saying.
No. The only thing I will have tax on the Bundesliga, it's the players not creating players. The players that expose the high defensive line.
Like
For
Gnabry.
example,
But isn't
Gnabry is not.
Gnabry one of those?
No.
Gnabry is one of those.
No.
Yeah, he's power,
Cheers.
speed.
Speed too, but are we challenging Gnabry on the creation? Are we challenging on
I'm looking at him
on his main strengths.
On the main strength,
on some of his creation comes from being really fast power and getting in positions.
I think you're both right.
It's still exposing the high line.
Yeah.
It's okay to have the reservation, but you can find quality in there. It's just like you should be wary about getting Bundesliga players too.
Gnabry is lethal against high lines, but he has absolutely.
What I'm saying is, if we are supposedly a possession team game, and that's what Chelsea fans keep telling me, how is he gonna be used in low block team?
No. Hold on.
No. That's my.
As a right wing back, you know that, Alex.
No, can I finish? This is my Bundesliga tax. If we using Bundesliga tax, basically what I'm saying is like how you define between Bundesliga tax and not. Is he going to be useful in low block team against low block team?
Yes.
No.
Okay. If he prove me how he would. So since Since his power is speed on a high line.
You talking about Gnabry? Because
Yes.
he's still a lethal dribbler. He can still take players on one-on-one.
No,
You saw
but
it against us at Chelsea. You saw it against Barcelona. You saw it against.
Yeah, but it's like Saint Maximum
in the final. Like
Super Tamba Tuchel, can you put his thing?
What T1? We will come back to that super chat. Don't worry, I have it saved.
Who's clown, you motherfucker? Tell it to me in my face.
Hey, isn't that
Fair enough. Fair enough. T1 says Thomas Tuchel lost me when we persisted with 3 at the back. No, that's not Fata. No. Thomas Tuchel lost me when he persisted with 3 at the back when we had no wing backs and we were conceding goals. He never tried different formations. I truly believe Pep or Klopp would get our attackers scoring. We did try play 4 at the back for a long period in 2022. It's just the personnel wasn't really there and we struggled unless we played Tottenham. There has been the question about whether Tuchel is getting the best out of our attackers, but we have tried every single one of these attackers in numerous different positions of the field in numerous different games, and they've all just been a complete disappointment. Like, I get maybe you could put some of the blame on Tuchel, but Tuchel puts the players in the position. He's told them in the final third, it's up to you, the decisions that you make. And the decision-making from our attackers is just shit. It's as simple as that. So to me, I put most of the blame on those attackers because we have played in at the back before. And none of them got better.
You know what's funny? Like when we easily, first thing people do is compare specific players, and the first thing that come to mind is Timo Werner. Like, that's who we comparing to. Every time somebody we're trying to sign, we're like, oh, he's better than Timo Werner. Okay, Timo Werner is the worst attacker Chelsea has. Let's start compare, for example, Gnabry with Kai Havertz, or Pulisic, or Mason Mount. That's what I'm trying to say. Leave Timo Werner alone.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's not compare him to someone that isn't.
Let's not compare him to specific ones, like the worst one that I actually think. And the people saying, "Oh, there's a lot of people from Bundesliga made it in the Premier League." Name them.
Son.
Sane didn't come from Bundesliga. Sane came from Premier League to Bundesliga.
No, Bundesliga, Premier League, Bundesliga.
Yeah, before, but he was actually young when he did it. That's not the real one.
Are we talking about Son from Tottenham?
Son,
Sane
Son,
Aubameyang.
I'm talking about
the only two that immediately joined when you started seeing results.
I'm talking about human Son. Son came from the Bundesliga as well.
Son is really good.
Even Son started slowly. The only player that like immediately came in and balled out was Aubameyang.
There's
the only one.
There's so many.
That's what I'm saying. The what?
There's a lot of players. Listen,
has there been any recent ones?
Timo is just, he ruined it. Timo really ruined it.
Somebody put the name.
No, but Dax, there hasn't been a recent example. And in recent times, the quality of the Premier League and the Bundesliga have widened.
De Bruyne doesn't count. He was there for like 18 months. Like, let's not do that.
No, De Bruyne came from Chelsea, if you want to say.
Yeah, and if we're going to go real far back, he came from Belgium. He didn't come from the Bundesliga. So, like, we will leave De Bruyne out of this one. I can hear Son, but Son started slowly. I could hear Firmino, but Firmino started slowly. Aubameyang is the only one that hit the ground running as soon as he dropped in the Premier League. No one else
came from City to Bundesliga.
Even Sane started slowly, and it took him to his second season.
By the way, what I'm trying to say, majority are not. Majority of a Bundesliga players did not come and had successful. It's like a lot of
or if they did, they needed time to adjust first.
Zeno,
I understand that, but like we could have said that with De Bruyne, with like basically any club that would have given him.
Gundogan didn't started well. They had to adapt to it. The way he played in the beginning, they wanted to sell him. They needed somebody more physical in there.
Yeah, he wasn't even starting initially.
He wasn't even.
What is the argument here? Are we talking about players that came from the Bundesliga and then eventually made it in the Prem, or just because, like, of course there's going to be an adaptation. You can say that about any league, really, right? But there's players that have come from the Bundesliga and done well.
Yeah, I know.
We can't deny that.
No, I think we're talking about like who's immediately started.
Impact.
Only really been
okay, so only immediate impact. That's okay.
Well,
yeah,
only immediate. Let's make it even successful. Like down the like.
No, because then there are players that have been able to be successful.
Yeah,
in the Premier
successful.
League after
Gundogan, but all of a sudden he was playing. He was playing in a different position. He started as a deep midfielder. He brought it as Jorginho.
Bundesliga.
No, he's not.
Didn't he come from?
I don't recall, but even then, like I'm sure Company needed some time to grow. He
came from Anderlecht, didn't he?
Yeah,
seriously, Konate.
Konate, he hasn't broken into the Liverpool squad yet. Berbatov, fair shout.
Ballack, that's a good decent shout. Michael Ballack was, but it was at the end of
Ballack as well. He had to adapt at the start.
It was a different game back then too.
Hey, has there been any recent ones?
Well, we're
because
just stating the obvious,
what I'm saying
man.
is
Like,
the league.
It's gonna take
the league's
anybody
quality's been
time to
different.
switch countries and fit into a style of play.
Like I'm saying,
but it's not even that. It's the quality of the APL now, right? And the quality of the other leagues.
Yeah.
EPL proven has more
But
worth
no, I mean,
now.
like,
I know
listen,
it was a
Gnabry,
joke
at this
before.
point, he is better than Pulisic. At this point, he is better than Ziyech.
But
At
doesn't
this
matter,
point,
Dax. It's
he
all
would come
together.
in as
Anyone
our
that comes
second best
outside the
and so
EPL.
I don't see anything wrong with this move. I don't see anything wrong.
Yeah, because you don't see it.
Getting Gnabry.
But any
No, I don't
player
see
coming
anything wrong
from
with it.
outside the APL, man, he's gonna
Do we agree
take
that
time.
EPL became a
It's a
little
big
bit
jump.
more technical than it was used to in the early 2000s?
We got all the good managers here. Every
what I'm
team
saying.
will play the most games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've surpassed some the quality's widened. Look, we're dominating the European competitions
He is
now
a
as well,
technical player.
right? So if a player balls out, there's more questions to ask now in the other leagues. So
Look.
that's why if someone balls out in the EPL, I think EPL proven means more now than in those years. That's why every example brought up is how many years ago? Over 5 years at least.
Declared. Let me tell you something. If people forget that in the late 90s, there's a limit on English players, like in the Championship League. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's difficult for
The homegrown players.
Yes. So then it was the period of the physicality, like Drogba was playing, and like, you know what I'm saying, in those 2000s. Then it became a little more technical and better looking Premier League, but the physicality did not go away. Directness, it did not go away. The only thing that went away, teams like Stoke, teams like, what's the name, they start to struggle with those long balls, and they got relegated. So now the quality became better in the technical aspect of the game, but the physicality did not go away. So what I'm saying is, Bundesliga, they will always technically better, like technical as the teams, they more competitive. But physicality is not there. So when they come in, the technical is still there, but physicality is not. So they have to change. They have to change.
So you're right. It was all speed and power in the EPL, and now add technicality, tactic, and good managers are now to that, and that's why you have such a strong league, and that's why the other leagues have dropped off a bit as well.
Even if teams like Dortmund, teams like West Ham, they're not low blocking team. They're not shoot long ball and just let the forward hold.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's different. Now they are actually quick in transition.
What's happening with Kepa?
Are you seriously just gonna start the conversation?
Just random.
Like,
he wanted to move the conversation.
Are you Fatou's cousin or something?
Deals, we'll get to that in a sec, bro. Go on, Alex.
I've lost my train of thought. Let the deals wonder what's going on with Kepa.
I didn't hear nothing on Kepa.
He's on pre-season, bro.
Yeah, like I didn't hear no.
By the way, he let Barkley score on him. Did you see the clip?
No, not even. I haven't had a single look in pre-season. I don't even know when we play next. I like Barkley. I like Brighton's football. I love Brighton's football style.
Would you not keep Kepa for next season?
No.
That's Poku Doku.
It's not Poku Doku.
It is.
No, it ain't, bro.
There's not. Nah. Poku Doku sounds like just a little bit deeper. Just a little.
That's right.
Yeah, Poku Doku wouldn't ask about Kepa, would he? He'd be asked the...
Oh my gosh. Fucking hell, man. Right. Let me see. Is there any other different bits of news?
What I was trying to say is I'm tired of players that do well in it. Like, we're looking for the players that do well in Bundesliga in transition, because that kind of transition rarely happens in the Premier League. That's the thing.
Yeah. I understand the gripes of Bundesliga players anyway. I get it. That's why I'm always at least a little bit iffy about them. But Gnabry and Lewandowski still come in and they improve our attack. And Gnabry's more well-rounded, where he can be creative and he can finish. Whereas with Werner,
that's what I heard. I never watched Gnabry. I watched him one time when he was.
I'm going off what I hear too.
No, I'm big up what I hear. Well. I saw him in against Chelsea when they playing us in the Championship League.
It's like one of the best individual performances I've seen against us.
And what was good was I didn't see him like that ever since that season. I haven't seen it, even for Bayern.
No,
that was his highlight.
Wait, you're gonna take what Gnabry did against us under Frank when he played against us?
That's what he's talking
about. High line.
That's what he's talking about.
He passed the Christian.
We played a high line, didn't we?
Not only that season, they played well in the Championship League, even not only against Chelsea. That season, Chelsea is not only
That's
one
the
that
season
they
won the Champions League.
Exactly.
Yeah, and all those teams they played against played high lines.
Watch other teams though.
Barca.
They played Spurs. They played Barcelona. The only team that didn't play a high line was PSG, and PSG were the better team on the night. It's just that Neymar and Mbappe just didn't finish.
Literally.
So.
Watch that.
And again, I'm not even being in disagreement about Gnabry. I'm just telling Chelsea fans to be consistent.
No.
Don't say you hate the Bundesliga, which didn't buy their players, but yet you want Gnabry and Lewandowski. Like, let's be consistent and make it sense.
If we get Gnabry, I'm happy with it. It will improve our squad. I just don't think that there's that much of improvement. And I heard he wants like over 300K in the wages.
Well, there's any chance he gets that.
Hell no.
Fuck off with that.
250.
Probably way less than that too.
Actually, no.
I think I'll
Hey, deals, you got to work on your deals, my guy. That was some shitty negotiation.
I mean, if he's clinical finisher, that's good.
250 is calm.
So did Timo Werner did clinical finishing in Germany.
Give him Timo Werner's wages.
Nah, brother, you got to lowball him first. You got to know about the
only if you can give
20K.
Werner on the other way.
That's if it's gonna accept Werner.
Yeah. No one will.
By the way,
Werner's staying, man. Why get Gnabry and Werner?
Nagelsmann loves Werner, man. Live.
What was that, Alex?
What position is Gnabry playing?
Right wing.
Plays on the right, but I think he can play on the left too.
Right.
He can play both.
I think Sterling. I think
like the reason why I'm confused is we're looking for the player like what's his name, like Rafinha, that plays off the sideline. If you think about it, Dembele is the one that holds that wide line. And now we're going to what's his name because he looks to me more inside forward than.
Yep, that's the same thing I was saying earlier. Like we're going for different profiles.
Different profiles.
But the player profiles we're going for makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to play right wing back.
But the players make sense, but it doesn't look like there's a plan.
That's what I'm saying. Rafinha and Dembele, those two make sense. Gnabry.
Gnabry or Rafinha, it's like you're looking for two different sorts of players in the same position, which is why I get what Alex is saying, because we don't look like there's a plan. You're not looking for one profile of a player. You're just looking for names.
There is. He's going to play right wing back. It's a different position.
No way he's not playing right wing back. No way.
Bro, he'll be a great right wing back.
Wait, one at a time. We keep talking over each other. One at a time.
Stop trying to use the Gnabry to fit the Rafinha links. Gnabry is in the same mold as what Sterling is, an inside forward that scores goals.
Yeah.
No.
No. Rafinha plays
We
wide.
need a create on him.
No. I'm talking about an inside forward that scores goals, which is what Gnabry and Sterling are.
Yeah, that's what Gnabry is.
Yeah.
But that's not what Rafinha is.
And I know that, but they're different. My point is, you can see they're two clear profiles. That's my point.
There is, but we've already gone for one
profile. Don't link them together.
Okay, but we weren't going for two players on either side of the same profile, because then we wouldn't have gone for Rafinha in the first place.
Yeah, but maybe he's being adaptable. Again, we don't know until we actually see it. So instead of making
it just feels like right now we're
thank
just
you for
looking
breaking thank you for breaking the news to us, Brian. Well, of course we don't know what is going on. We're just trying to make sense of it.
And that's the thing, it's confusing.
Nah, prime.
I don't think it is that. I don't think it is confusing.
I don't. As much as I don't watch Bundesliga, But even I remember Gnabry does not hug the sideline.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay, but that's not his profile.
But that's what was confusing, because we're going for the players like Dembele and Rafinha. There are the sideline hugging.
So if he doesn't suit that profile, why are you trying to fit him into that profile?
Dude, he's just prime. He's saying it doesn't make sense.
It does make sense because he's not for that profile.
Prime. Are Rafinha and Dembele similar players?
No,
Rafinha and Dembele are, but Gnabry isn't.
Hey, hold on, and Gnabry is not, right? And Gnabry is not similar.
Yes, he's not.
So what Alex and Lewis are saying is that we are going for sideline huggers first. Why are we now looking for an inside forward? They're just saying it doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent. That's all they're saying.
But it's no. My point is that it's a different profile. Gnabry fits what Sterling is. It's a different profile.
Why are we looking for line huggers?
What's your kid's favorite cartoon nowadays, Josh? Is that?
She watches a lot of.
What's that? Let it go. What's that cartoon? Let it go.
Frozen.
Oh, Frozen.
Frozen.
Watch that movie, Prime, and let's move on.
That was
okay, Alex.
Hey, but can I ask what made people think we're looking for line huggers all of a sudden? That was what we had in our team that didn't work out. Line huggers are wing backs. I mean, I'm not joking. You put if you want to put a power pace person or a line hugger on the.
Genuinely going to bring Rafinha in as a wing back option as opposed to an inside forward.
I can make an argument for Rafinha in wing back role, but he's still technical to play. He still can play in the inside forward. He can play in tight spaces. Maybe that's the best way to put it.
Declared. None of us at any of this point have said we only want a sideline hugger.
Yes,
the only thing we have said is that we are looking for players that are sideline huggers. That's the only thing we have said. The profile.
That's the way it looked like. On the left was the direct inside forward. On the right was the touchline hugger. Now we're looking for one in both.
No, it's.
But Dembele and Rafinha look like they can play around the box. That's the difference.
What we're looking for is the one that we already supposedly signed was this Sterling. So if just it's a principle of elimination. If Sterling plays it up free, then we're looking for Kai Havertz, who's let's say Sterling Havertz is already 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are linked with 2 players before, which is Dembele and Rafinha, for that 3rd spot, assuming that we go on Mount in the back, right?
Yeah.
My question was originally, how the hell, what's his name, is suited in there, Gnabry suited better than, not better, after we going for those 2 for that specific spot. For example, if Dembele is on the left, Sterling is on the right, Kai Havertz in the middle, then we're going for Rafinha, who could play on the right or left with Sterling. Doesn't matter which side. And Kai Havertz in the middle, right? That's how we go. Now,
Alex,
you're looking for, what's his name? Gnabry. So it's going to be Gnabry, it's going to be a Sterling, and it's going to be Kai Havertz, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, no creators.
You say that.
But Alex, in all honesty, I think we're only in for one of them. Sterling, Dembele, Rafinha, see who we got first. There's a good chance that we could have just been for one of them. We went in for all of them. Whoever got the deal done.
Now Gnabry and Leao too.
That's what I think. That we're only after one of them.
Leao apparently is 100 mil.
Yeah, but we're not doing
150.
There's no chance. There's no chance of that happening.
Who?
Rafael Leao. He's got 150 mil release clause.
I don't fucking know who the person
AC
is.
Milan forward.
Oh, another.
That's the winger that Prime wants.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's happening anyway. That's very unlikely.
Oh yeah, my son Leao, bring him in.
Yeah, bro, no chance. Not this summer.
I was
Swap him
gonna
with
make
Ziyech?
a brutal
Not
joke
for 100 mil, no
I'll
chance.
be
Yeah, but
quiet.
also people need to realize we might not get everything done this summer. That is okay.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but I think people are just more worried because only one person's come in yet, and we were told 6, and the season's about to start in about 3 weeks.
2. We've had 2.
I'm not worried. It's fine.
Yeah, but the window
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
end for
the
some time.
Slanina guy.
Shout out Gaga.
Yeah, big up whoever the goalkeeper
People
is.
watch Nunes for Liverpool play in the friendly today. They think that he's gonna.
Apparently, United are 4-0 up against Liverpool. It's all
Yeah,
mad.
watching.
What?
So
Yeah,
Liverpool
yeah,
had their
it's crazy.
starting lineup,
United are up 4-0?
It's only preseason in Thailand.
Pre-season, take it easy.
I know, it's just funny, bro. It's just funny. It's just
By the way, but the problem for what's his name for kid from Porto still missing the chances, man.
What,
He needs
Diaz?
to finish
Luis
those-
Diaz.
yeah.
Diaz. Yeah.
Diaz
he-
needs to
he-
finish those.
He
Diaz
can't
needs
finish.
Yeah.
Remember the FA Cup final? He couldn't finish against us.
I said
to. Oh, I'm
4-0.
still talking about Kepa.
No, you know what? Apparently Liverpool players.
Oh, apparently Nunes just missed the sitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what that
How
is?
we- well, look at
Massage. Thai massage, though. They look so heavy for Liverpool players. The Thai massage. Try that.
Massage?
Yeah,
Darwin
Thai massage,
Nunes
man,
is not that great. Is not a great player. That was one of the worst.
Is Fata getting a massage?
I don't know.
No,
He's saying something about
On stream?
massage.
no, the Thai massage. Apparently Liverpool.
Are you getting a
Liverpool
Thai
players
massage?
went their night out, apparently. Yeah, the Thai massage, man.
Liverpool
You know,
should have
Getting
never
a
got
Thai
rid of.
massage.
Liverpool should have never got
Yeah,
rid of Mane.
massage. You know what I'm talking about, innit, Prime?
Enjoy your massage, my guy. I hope it's a good day. Hope you enjoy it.
Get
bro.
it.
Pastor, stop mentioning my name. Stop mentioning my name.
Your name's Thai massage?
No, he mentioned my name. Don't mention my name.
Prime,
Fair.
aka Time Massage. Oh, the game's nearly finished. I wish I knew as well.
Fair enough. I did see some quotes on talking about contract extension. We didn't speak about it, but I feel like it was a little bit of waffle personally. He said to talk at the beginning of the season is easy. You just look at the squad and say it's better or that was better. What really counts is the results. For many years now, there's speculation every year. I don't think like this. I just think about where I am and focus 100%. I'm at Chelsea and I think about Chelsea 100%. Of course, I love Chelsea. I feel very well here, and of course, I'd like to stay. But you know, there's a lot going on, and we don't know. As I said before, I'm here now, and I have a contract, and I love to be here. I feel very well here, so I don't think about moving anywhere. I can't lie. As much as I like to hear it, it's a little bit of waffle.
I don't give a shit about that front. They give 4 minute add-on, 4 minutes extra for the Manchester United versus Liverpool. We finished that too. He didn't even wait.
Did they? That's ridiculous. They probably paid the ref for that. But yeah, on this Jorginho stuff, like I like it and everything, but like let's not sit here and say you're not thinking about moving anywhere and that you're focusing on Chelsea 100% when contract negotiations haven't started. No, I get it, but it's like I'm not
People
gonna
asking
jump,
about question.
I'm not gonna
Jorginho,
jump to it or nothing.
What are you gonna say about your contract situation? Well,
I mean, like we've heard his agent say a few things. I just think personally,
every
you
time
know what I
somebody
already
mentions
say?
it, people tag me into it. Like even the tweet that you just retweeted, already been tagged into it.
You've been tagged in it. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, but like I already said with the Rafinha situation, don't act like the agent is pushing the player around. The player is telling the agent what to do. And they are definitely looking at other options. And we haven't seen any progression on a new contract. We've said if him or Kante doesn't get re-signed, then they're both going to have to look for other options because we can't let them both go for free. So, like, the quotes are nice and everything, but I need to see progress in terms of the contract negotiation, or just a final answer.
Progress.
Or just an answer. We need to know where we stand in this situation.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his name? The midfielder that SMS. I don't think it was actually true.
Savić.
I don't think it was actually ever gonna happen.
I mean, Jesters was very sure of it. We did see
Jester
a few
was sure that we're
sources
signing
talking about
Dembele,
it. No, that's fair enough.
And
I would have liked Savić.
I still think Rafinha is not finished.
I think it's finished, but I don't think that we weren't. We were definitely in on him. We were definitely in, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to
Did you see us comment saying we pulled it off? We from Leeds? No. Again, every news that we get, it only comes from
I really feel like we're holding.
But Fabrizio tweeted on the Rafinha.
Was tweeting on it.
Okay, Fabrizio's tweet on Rafinha was what?
Barcelona.
That the latest bid is going to be accepted.
Okay, but that's from Barcelona's side. That's not from Leeds. Leeds not saying shit.
Yeah, but you know,
you think that they're holding out at this point?
I feel. You know what? I told you what I think. I don't think we're gonna know anything until Thursday. When the second liver is coming, that's when we're gonna know if it's happening or not. What Barcelona did is they told Leeds, look, yes, this is a final bid. This is what we're doing. Like, it's it. And Leeds gonna say, okay, let's see it on the paper. Leeds it take another couple of days until Barcelona gonna fill it up the papers and do it. They're literally just prolonging it until Thursday.
I think we need to move on from Rafinha.
I don't think
coach is right still.
No. I don't think look. I don't think Chelsea's like, it's either Rafinha or we not. Chelsea put the bid. They don't care. They already moved on, and they if it happens, it happens. I don't think they're sitting by Rafinha's door waiting for him.
Yeah, but what is okay? So you're saying that the talk that's coming out right now, coming from Barcelona, is just
it's not coming from Leeds.
It's just waffling. They're not really ready to sign.
Not waffling. They just hold on until they find out because they don't know. It's actually what's the name? It's La Liga decides if they can afford or not. It's not Barcelona.
They're just trying to get their rhymes in order.
Couch. Those levers when they come, it's not coming from from anybody else but La Liga. And La Liga tell them exactly the number they can spend.
Yeah, and then also whether or not they can register him. So I get what you're saying. But I'm just.
So how they can put the number if they don't know what the number they can spend?
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't think that we should be holding on to this one. If it happens, it happens.
I don't think we're holding on in the first place.
We're actually still leading, aren't we?
Everyone's saying Pies. What did Pies tweet?
You mean what Pies retweeted?
We are still leading in the Rafinha bid. Barca have to come up with a counter or with actual matching bid. And they still haven't done that.
Koulibaly's spoken on a potential transfer to Chelsea, saying I'll confirm that later, but it's on the right track. Again, just more positive talks, but yeah, just continues to build onto that.
Josh, there was for you a question in the chat.
Josh is gone.
Oh.
Can we answer for Josh?
Big up yourself, Josh.
Josh already left. It's a question for him.
Yeah.
Where was that one? I think
if Florida Cup is important to us.
A
must win.
Be more important to you guys than it is to me. I only just heard about it. But yeah, big up yourself, Moyo. What are you saying, bro?
Not much. Just latching on. I don't know what you guys are talking about at the moment.
We've gone through a range of things. Wherever you got a point to drop on, we'll discuss it.
Well, Koulibaly, man, I'm loving that. I've been loving that, and I hope we finally get that done. I like him more than any other center back option or center back target we've had. I do not want to spend that kind of money on De Ligt. Koundé, I can go either way, but he's not cheap, and he's in a position where, personally, I've been saying this. I think we have enough cover. We should focus on the other parts. He's kind of a right center back / maybe right back in a 4. That's all I see him giving us. So I think we can focus elsewhere. Koulibaly, get that done. I'm okay with Ake coming in, so I'm excited, but I would watch Barcelona again. I'd watch Barcelona again because I know that they've liked Koulibaly. He's been one of those other players they've thrown in there that they want.
But that well will dry up sooner or later. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Barcelona isn't in a
Otherwise, I want to know how they can bend the books like this.
Well, they're Barcelona, right? Their league is going to allow it. They're never going to allow them to fail. And to be fair to them, they've been a little bit more responsible under this new guy, Laporta, than they've been under the previous regime where Bartomeu is a president. They're much more responsible, but even still, like, they have this obsession with staying relevant rather than going through a few years where they're a little bit more prudent. They're kind of a decent average team in the La Liga, but financially they can kind of build up again. But they're not doing that. They want to stay super competitive. They want to stay super relevant. And it's going to bite them in the butt. I mean, with the way the levers work, they're selling a lot of financial revenue over a long-term period just so they can have money for now to not only stay afloat, which is important, but to bolster the transfers, which they can do without. But they're going to do it. They're going to get Lewandowski. I'm pretty confident on that. Lewandowski has already said he's not really interested in coming to the Premier League. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about that still.
I don't know, but that's what I've heard. We've heard a lot of it. So I mean, we don't have anything else to go off.
What do you mean you don't know? He actually said it himself.
That's what I thought. I don't know if it was.
He said that he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to ruin his scoring record.
Yeah, he wants to keep his stat padding, and I mean, it is what it is. If that's what he wants to do, then it is what it is. I don't think he's gonna change his mind. And if Barcelona,
that's why Ronaldo is the perfect choice.
Yeah, I mean, Barcelona's basically betting on the Masia to save them in the future, literally, because they're not going to be able to make these purchases in the future. They're not going to have their revenue. They're selling, like Moyo said, they're selling their future now. That's how they're getting.
It's because the system they have, man. They have presidents that get voting. He's not going to be around. He's going to be judged for his period and get re-election, right? So it's for now, just like everything else. So he's not looking for long term because he's probably not going to be here long term. And he doesn't want to be the president that actually had the worst time ever at Barcelona. I mean, so their goals have been short term.
He's cleaning up a huge mess though from the previous regime. So,
no, man, he came in based on, remember what he promised, that Messi wasn't going to leave and gave heaps of money. Messi should have left that team. They should have let him go a long time ago. They gave him some of the biggest contracts, and he's put him in this position. Messi is one of the biggest reasons they're in this position now.
Yeah, but
he came in based on keeping him. That was his promise. That's how he won the election.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but yeah, I mean he did what he could, I guess. I mean, you can't.
No, he should have let Messi go. That's what I'm getting at.
He should not have let Messi go. I don't think
he should have. The club needed to let Messi go because they were in such a bad position, and they didn't want to let him go. So if they let Messi go earlier, it would have helped. Yeah, but because there was two presidents running, and Laporta was the one that promised that he'll keep Messi to stay, and he had Messi's support. That's how he won, and Messi stayed for another season, but then eventually left anyway. Then just ask for more money. So the president's not doing a good job.
Yeah, I don't know. That's subjective, but either way, that's whatever. Barcelona, I don't really care about their politics, but I would watch out for them going for Koulibaly as well. I hope they don't, because I don't want to deal with that again.
It's just unrealistic. It's just unrealistic at this point. Like, there's too many players that they've been linked to right now. Like most of it's just too unrealistic for me to believe. So they want Koulibaly. How many defenders do they have?
Yeah, they want Bernardo Silva as well.
They want another center back. They've wanted another center back, even with the addition of Christensen, because you have to remember Umtiti's about to leave. Longley is gone. They have.
Where is Umtiti going?
I don't know, but I think he's agreed to go somewhere. I don't remember.
No, he hasn't.
And TT's saying no. And TT's saying,
he's
no way.
My money.
You're paying all my money back.
Yeah, you're paying all my money, but he's still agreeing to go somewhere. Like, it's a loan deal. You guys, I mean, even if you leave Barcelona. They owe you money. I mean, you can fight whether you're a Barcelona or you're not a Barcelona.
What Barcelona does is, if they leave, Barcelona wants to make other club pay the debt of Barcelona.
Right, and if they get their money from another team, they don't care.
Whoever, this is just too much money, man.
Yeah,
I think same thing with you're right on some parts, but people don't think that money. Like for example, MTT, he won everything. He doesn't care. At this point, he just wants his money. So he's same with what's his name? Same with De Jong. Barcelona, this is the only asset they have left that they can get rid of. De Jong. Only thing. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna do whatever they can to just keep him.
Lewis, you're definitely on mute.
My bad. Yes, I was saying he already wants to stay at Barcelona, so he's not going to make it hard for them in any shape anyway. So it is what it is. We just have to try and play the Koulibaly situation by ear. I don't think we're going to deal with that much pressure from Barcelona, especially with them having interest in Koundé too, but I won't rule it out because these fuckers just turn up on us the whole time. Is what it is.
Koulibaly is a different.
The Barcelona get this Spotify deal. Yeah, they kind of use that money for unnecessary transaction. They forgot they owe some money to big clubs as well. They still owe money.
No.
They're massively in debt. But what the biggest issue is happening at the moment with Barcelona and the La Liga is that they've put in all these new rules, and I think the Liga are trying to ask some leeway because they're new rules. I mean, one of them I even heard, which is kind of crazy now and making me think about the De Jong sale, is that they got a reinvestment rule. So if whatever transfer they bring in, they can only spend 25% of that. Which I thought De Jong would have came in and they would have given him heaps of money to spend. So they're under a lot of restrictions, and I think they're buying time because they're trying to say that these rules are new and you got to give us time to adjust and so and so. So they're trying to negotiate the new rules that are being implemented on them, and that's what I think is going on. And it's going to come down to if La Liga is strict and says no, you have to follow, or give them leeway and say, all right, you can get away with it now, but next year it's going to come in. So there's something. That's the whole delay for me.
Yeah. So technically, Andres Christensen can still be registered.
What is it?
What?
AC. So AC can still be.
So Christensen can come back. He said.
No, we'll get him when Barcelona go out of business, and we can get him back on a free. Play the long game. Smart.
Hey.
You can go there, pad a Ballon d'Or or two, and then come back to the bridge. Is what it is.
We have to pay a lot of money for a Ballon d'Or player.
Why did my thing just refresh? What the fuck? Alright, I don't think there's any more news articles coming out for today, so probably leave it here unless anything else pops up.
One more question.
Nunes missed a stinker.
I still need
he's
to
gonna
watch
be
that.
shit. He's gonna be shit. 100 million, yeah.
I fucking hope so, bruv. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm not saying too much based on a pre-season game.
He was
We got
definitely.
a Fatur number 2 over here, man. The game was over like 20
We
minutes.
really do. We really do. Right. Who said they had one final point they wanted to make before we end
I
this stream?
did. I guess I was gonna ask or put this out there. I guess we're really not gonna get a midfielder this season. What do you guys think?
No. Let's not disappoint my ECBC heart.
No, Alex, you're gonna be disappointed. We have not seen any signs at all.
Because they said that they're gonna look at the midfield at the last.
One sec.
What is there to look at, though? What is there to look at? We already know.
I agree. There's nothing to look at it, but
We already know what profiles we have in
but
a team. I mean, the only difference is Gallagher. Now we're gonna see how he works in a team, but
no.
I mean, come on.
What if Chelsea do the sneaky thing and just get De Jong instead of anybody else?
Then I have to applaud our club for playing behind everyone's back and getting us an absolute baller in midfield, but I think it's very unlikely.
I just seriously wonder, why would fly for and meet Barcelona just for Aspi and Alonso?
I bet he wanted to see if he could take Christensen on loan for a season, centre back, which is fair enough. But I understand
it's kind of interesting. So Barca can't register these players. Like, do they just remain in limbo essentially?
Yeah, it's a layaway.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Barcelona.
Can they train?
Yeah, they're training.
Oh, yeah.
They're
With
on
the
their
team.
They're players in the team. They're signed on in the team. Just for La Liga, they cannot register to play them yet because they have to get other players off the books. There's a salary cap basically, and so
can they play in other competitions then?
See, that's the one I don't know. I don't think so
No.
because it starts with La Liga.
But not even by players. You know how Chelsea give it the list of 25 to the Premier League? That's our registration players. Well, that's the only thing they can do. Give La Liga
right,
the list.
Jules, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna cut, bro. I'm gonna shout you, innit?
Yeah, in a bit, my guy. Take care of yourself. We're gonna wrap up.
Hey, Deals, before you go.
Oh, he's gone.
What's your views on what do you think on Sarr, Malang Sarr?
He's gone, bro.
Too late.
Sorry.
Oh, bro, that was the funniest thing. Alex was getting into his conversation.
What, he said or something?
And just interrupted everything just to say, ask if Pepper was staying. Big up yourself, Deals, my guy. Right, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. We might be back at 10 p.m. for Shameless, potentially, but it depends on who's about. If not, same time as always, 2:30, we'll be back. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. I need a shower. It's fucking baking in here. Take care and up the Chelsea.
See you.